Today, Ambassador Long Dan announced Chinese support for the North Korean claim that they did not intentionally launch the missile that sank the Walsh.
We are monitoring these developments while continuing to seek a peaceful resolution. Make no mistake, the Chinese People's Republic will employ all means at our disposal to protect our interests in the Asian subcontinent.
Our intelligence estimates that the current number of Korean troops massed at the border runs as high as 200,000 men. Monty?
Montgomery Lewis, The Times. Do we know what the possible North Korean strategy will be if diplomatic efforts fail?
We've known for decades that the NKA would move to capture Seoul as quickly as possible, regardless of the cost. That is how our defenses are structured. But with the capital less than 40 miles from the border, and well within artillery range of the big guns, it is clear that war would be catastrophic in terms of damage done and lives lost.
Fisher, I know you think the shortest distance to solving this problem is to go after Shetland. You might be right. Unfortunately, the diplomatic situation surrounding the Walsh incident is not softening. We are less than 24 hours from open war on the Korean Peninsula. We've located the battery that launched the missile against the Walsh. If there is any credence to the North Korean claim that the launch was unintentional, we need to prove it, and fast.
I've been reverse engineering the data you recovered from Zerkezi's computer in New York. Zerkezi's algorithm is an advanced extrapolation of the mass kernels made infinitely more complex by recursion through Dvorak. I think that if you can access the BIOS memory of the missile launchers at the battery, I should be able to ID a fingerprint that the algorithm would have left on the system.
You'll be doing a halo insertion into a forest 2 clicks east of the battery. You'll enter the battery's secure perimeter and infiltrate via the main air shaft. The battery itself has been around since World War II, but intelligence and satellite imaging show it's been retrofitted several times since then. We have some limited mapping data. We don't know what you'll find.
Since the destruction of the Walsh, the USS Ronald Reagan has assumed CNC duties for the battle group in the Yellow Sea. Our fleet is on red alert. In case of war, we are prepared to conduct precision sorties against high-value targets aimed at reducing North Korean coastal defenses for insertion behind their advancing front. If intelligence indicates that the Koreans are picking a fight, then it's a fight they'll get. Anyone in that battery, when the whistle blows, better find himself a tin hat and a Bible.
Japanese ISDF has been instrumental in determining that the missile that sank the Walsh was indeed fired from this battery. You have the complete support of all branches of the Japanese self-defense force in order to determine the rationale for this insane move by the Korean aggressors. We do not have the capability to strike the facility directly, but ISDF will use any means at our disposal to interfere with their capabilities in the event that our great American allies are forced to declare war.
Fisher, it's starting to look like war is unavoidable. JCOS is asking all sources for current division-level intelligence.
So, besides stopping World War III, is there anything else I can do for you this evening?
The base commander should have up-to-date intel about NKA divisional strength down the Kaesong-Munsan approach.
I'll try to schedule an appointment with his secretary.
Fisher, since everyone is asking everyone for intel, I'd love to have a few chips at the big table.
What can I get you, Will?
Looks like this battery has repair and maintenance capability for mechanized warfare support. Any shipping or repair logs you can recover would be a big help.
I'll find what I can.
Not exactly. It's just not that hard to count 8 giant trains. Look, I will double check. But if you screw this up, I'm going to have to report you. What's going on down here?
Tell me something useful, and I won't stuff your corpse inside one of these crates.
The door code to get to the offices is 1879.
What? That's it? No resistance, no whining.
You're the one with the knife.
All right. Well, thanks for your time, then.
I told you. It's 1879. I told...
Who's there?
Good work, Fisher. Looks like they track shipping and repair through 4 separate departments.
Gotta love military bureaucracy.
See if you can get the logs from the other 3.
Now serving number 67.
front lines, Allied forces continue
Sometimes I
their
wonder
round
how I
the
ended
clock
up.
vigil of North Korean
My mother
activity.
always said I should have been an
It has long
accountant.
been known that the North
I would have
Korean
made a great
invasion
accountant,
strategy
I'm sure.
aims at a rapid and devastating push to the South Korean capital of Seoul. If such an advance were successful, any hope of a quick resolution to hostilities...
So the question, as I see it, is where does one go from here? I'm hardly suited for management now, am I?
What's in all the boxes?
My God, no!
Yeah, shock and awe. Just answer the question. What's in the boxes?
I swear, I don't know. It's just my job to guard the room.
Fine, then tell me something you do know.
There is a hatch in the corner. It leads to the subfloor under the loading dock.
Really?
I don't know anymore. Check the boxes for yourself. I won't tell. Ah!
All right, well, that's our work done. Let the control room take over.
Who's in the control room?
How should I know?
So what? We're just going to leave the missile hanging there?
Orders. Deliver cargo to loading bay at facility 27-290. Nothing in there about working a bunch of cranes that we're not trained on.
Is someone moving around up there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried. Hey, look! There he is! When I get this script finished, bam! Watch out, Hollywood! I wonder if they're ready for the tale of a man, a woman, and the 60-foot robot that stands between them. Should he do that?
What's in all the boxes?
My God, no!
Yeah, shock and awe. Just answer the question. What's in the boxes?
I swear, I don't know. It's just my job to guard the room.
Fine, then tell me something you do know.
There is a hatch in the corner. It leads to the subfloor under the loading dock.
Really?
Check the boxes for yourself. I won't tell. I don't know anymore. Ah!
Come on.
All right, well, that's our work done. Let the control room take over.
Who's in the control room?
How should I know?
So what? We're just going to leave the missile hanging there?
Orders. Deliver cargo to loading bay at facility 27-290. Nothing in there about working a bunch of cranes that we're not trained on.
Fair enough. Who switched the light off here?
Take cover! All right, well, that's our work done. Let the control room take over.
Who's in the control room?
How should I know?
So what? We're just going to leave the missile hanging there?
Orders. Deliver cargo to loading bay at facility 27-290. Nothing in there about working a bunch of cranes that we're not trained on.
Fair enough.
What the? What is that?
Imagine I wanted to open these big doors.
My God! Who are?
I'm the keymaster. You're the gatekeeper.
Oh God! I don't know the code. We're not from this base. We just delivered the missile and wait for someone to sign.
So how am I gonna get through?
You have to somehow climb through the shaft where the missile goes through.
Good idea.
Anything to help. You'll probably have to move the missile first. I think the crane controls are in the control room over the loading bay. Hark!
Come out from there and show yourself.
Sometimes I wonder.
Okay, IGS and GPS. Let's see. Inertial gyroscope, check. Accelerometer, check. Environmental calibrator, check. GPS sequencer, check. Network receiver.
Keep quiet or it's bad news.
Oh, God! Please, I'll cooperate!
Good. I'm looking for senior officers at command center.
There's an elevator just there. It leads up to the command center. The base commander should be up there.
Thanks.
Please don't hurt me. I didn't do anything wrong.
What was that? Who switched the lights off here?
Sir, we have finished our preliminary inspection of the West launcher.
And what is your report?
We did every testing, sir. And, well, there was no malfunction, sir.
No malfunction. Curious. There is an $80 billion warship on the bottom of the sea, sunk by a missile that left this battery. The world is less than 12 hours from a war that will kill millions of people. And you're telling me that there was no malfunction?
We checked everything, sir.
Yeah, and the only people in this building who have the right to do other things are me and I know I love you. If it wasn't a malfunction, I want you to run every test again. Then run whatever test the captain forgot until you find out what the hell happened with my missile. Sir, yes sir, get out of my sight.
That seals it. The missile came from here, but they didn't launch it intentionally.
So that's a good thing. You can avoid a war.
Problem is that someone launched the missile intentionally.
Isn't that someone Doug Shetland using Zerkasi's algorithms?
That seems likely, but I still need to see if there's a Dvorak fingerprint on the BIOS of the launcher that fired the missile.
Don't bother with the who are you crap. We're too old for children's games.
Fine. What do you want, American?
This battery is on the logistics train down Kaesong San. What's the divisional strength?
Why should I tell you? You'll kill me anyway.
It's a game of position, Colonel, and you've already lost. Do you need to condemn 50,000 men as well?
They'll be your men, American. Not mine.
They're not my men, Colonel, and they're not yours either. They're just men, husbands, fathers, sons. Same as you and I. Do they need to die for our mistakes?
We have 8-to-1 force ratios against your 2nd Infantry Division in armor, artillery, and infantry down the length of the approach.
8-to-1.
You cannot win. Kaesong Munsan will be the breach point, and Seoul will fall inside of 72 hours. Old soldiers never die. Fit to serve, fit to rest.
Good Lord, Fisher. Those numbers triple our best estimates.
Damn. I know a lot of guys in 2ID, Lambert.
They're good men, but I hope their life insurance policies are up to date.
Don't panic.
Fine.
You're well trained.
I am a loyal soldier of the North Korean army.
Congratulations. Give me some intelligence or you'll be pushing up daisies in a cemetery full of guys just like you.
I don't have any intelligence.
Hey, you just called yourself stupid.
I am not stupid. I am loyal.
Boy, you're worse than a washed-out jarhead.
Do not compare me to a cowardly American Marine.
Tell me something useful or we're finished here.
Death before dishonor.
Boy, and grunts are all the same.
Corporal, Young Po Kwan. Corporal. Ah!
Good work, Sam. One more shipping log to go, and we'll have an accurate picture of their mechanized capabilities in the region.
I'll find it.
I see what you're thinking, Fisher.
If they're just going to throw protocol to the wind and leave the warhead case unlocked...
Even detonating them won't destroy the battery.
No, but it will make an awful big mess.
Do that one.
Good work, Fisher.
I'm uploading the arming sequence codes for Grim. Lambert, if worst comes to worst, and I'm still here.
You don't even need to say it, Sam.
Before you can tap into the BIOS, you'll need to open the casing.
I didn't bring my crowbar.
Whatever. Crowbars are for geeky video game characters. Put the launcher into its maintenance position. There should be a switch in the control room directly beneath you.
This should not be open.
Alright, that opened the casing. You can access the motherboard on the launcher itself and recover any routing data from the BIOS.
Good job, Sam. From the parts and transport requests, it looks like this facility is significantly more important than our latest estimates.
Well, you know me. Always where the action is.
Remember, every bullet is manufactured with extra vengeance. Destroy the enemy equally.
Good work, Sam. I'm scanning the BIOS now. Yeah, that's a Dvorak fingerprint.
Where did it come from? Hokkaido? The displace offices?
Seoul.
What? As in South Korea? Are you telling me the U.S. just got drawn into a war protecting the people that sank the Walsh?
I can't trace it back farther than Seoul.
Well, what do I do?
Sweet Jesus, Fisher. The NKA just committed. They're coming across the DMZ. We're at war.
Why? We just found proof they didn't launch the missile.
Good Lord, speaking of missile launches, that battery just lit up like a smoker getting off an airplane.
They're not targeting our ships, are they?
Active radar is up. It looks like a launch is imminent. Fisher, you need to abort that missile.
You got it, boss.
Black hell! You're too late.
The warhead won't arm until it's a few hundred meters from its target. If I can dig up the abort codes.
Good thinking. Check launch control directly under the platform.
I'm on my way.
Make it fast, Fisher. Flight time on that missile is 3 minutes.
Is on scope. All green. Set to track 1 through 12.
1 through 12, confirmed.
Engagement interface is online. Target tracking active.
Check,
Flight path and targeting computer are showing all green.
check,
Fire circuit shows green.
check,
Code lock circuit shows green.
check.
Primary target tracking.
Good work, Sam. Those are the abort codes.
I still need to bypass the override circuit from the missile control room.
Hurry. The missile is closing on the USS Ronald Reagan at top speed.
Hold on. Did you just tell me I need to win one for the Gipper?
Dude, what does that even mean?
Never mind. You're right, Grim. I am old.
Good job, Sam. Missile aborted.
That's it? It's dust?
No, but the warhead can't arm. Even if it gets past the Reagan's phalanx, it'll hit the hull and crumple like a beer can.
Crumpling beer cans. That's what sailors are best at, I guess.
Very funny. You need to make your way to extraction.
Right. I'm on my way.